What it do? What it do? Look at this TV. We back again with another one on your head top. Sunny V just dropped this video. Tuah, the 176 days she'll regret forever. Let's get into it and see what he talking about.
Hayley Welch initially seemed to be a genius, turning her meme into a career that made hundreds of thousands of dollars. However, it only lasted 176 days before she realized that success could also be a nightmare. It all began on this channel here, Tim and DTV. They had just 21,000 subscribers, gained from doing street interviews in Nashville, Tennessee, where they'd meet two unknown people who were out having fun. Chelsea Bradford and her friend Hayley Welch.
At first, when I first seen it, I just thought it was funny, wholesome little moment. You got to hawk too and spit on that thing. I just thought it was funny. I did not know a whole career was going to be generated off of this.
Drinks in their system, they answered basic questions.
How do you get over a breakup?
Only way to get over one is get under another.
Until the interviewer asked 12 words that changed the course of history.
What's one move in bed that makes a man go crazy every time?
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk to and spit on that thing. You get me? Spit on it. Spit on it.
Roughly 2 days later, on the 11th of June 2024, Darius reposted the snippet to his Instagram. Again, he had just a couple thousand followers, yet this didn't stop the algorithm from making the video viral. 18 million views and almost 500,000 likes.
It's not gonna get any bigger than this. And I go back like an hour later and the views done went up by like 1 million. I was like, oh my god, there is no way that just happened.
The clips went equally viral on TikTok, where everybody clearly loved her. She's a total vibe. Protect this woman at all costs. Tuah for
You gotta hawk to it, spit on that thing. You get me? Like, that shit was just funny. When I first seen it, I was like, this shit's funny. But I did not think it was gonna be a fucking change in the guard.
However, Hayley was disappointed that this didn't translate to income.
Everybody else is making money off of it with merchandise, and he's making money off the videos. I was like, that's not fair. Like, it's me. Why am I not making any money?
It was therefore announced Tuah official. We are selling authorized merchandise representing the Tuah girl, so she is getting part of the proceeds. Get all of your apparel here. Hayley had launched her own line of hats, selling for between $30 and $40 each. It took only 9 days before she'd announce, our infamous signed Tuah hats are now sold out, with Rolling Stone therefore reporting Tuah girl has already sold at least $65,000 worth of merch. Even Joe Rogan was keen to buy a piece.
She's making money. There's merch now. There's like Tuah merch. Oh, I need to buy a shirt. Look at her. She's signing fucking hats. Only in America. Only in America.
Showing Hayley she was able to commercialize the meme. There was just one problem. Nobody knew who she even was. The only information given was that her name was Hayley Welch, which wasn't all that useful as she had no social media.
I was sitting there, I was giggling. I was like, they're like, where is she? I'm like, right here, but you don't know it.
Finding the Tuah girl became a search for millions, with people stating on Instagram Osama bin Laden had less people looking for him. Some believe she was a preschool teacher, while others were certain she worked in a bar. However, both of these rumors were smashed.
Yeah, I remember that at a point in time people was looking for it. They was like, yo, where's the girl? Where is she? Da, 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 da. And then she just popped up and said, fuck it.
And Hayley addressed the public in her first podcast appearance.
I worked in a spring factory. I'm not a school teacher.
That was my next question, because everyone said
bartender.
that you were a teacher and got fired from your job.
No, I'm not even old enough to be a teacher.
Hayley further revealed she'd been offered some crazy money.
$600 like 3 days ago for me to spit in a jar and sell it. That is revolting.
And as a result, she'd hired herself a social media crew.
You have a full management team. You have a manager now. You have a shooter. She comes in with like this big ass camera. Like, she's the real deal. Already this happened.
This is crazy from a fucking bro. Yeah. It's funny because especially people who like make content, who's trying to make content, who just trying to, take care of their family. That's all they try to do. It's funny when you see, especially when you've been grinding for years and years and years and years and barely making any traction, and then you see somebody just come along, spit on that thing, and now she's rich and she's doing this and getting deals and brand deals and all type of stuff. It's a little disheartening. It make you just want to be like, what the fuck? What am I really doing? You know what I'm saying? Just make you want to like give up on all your dreams and aspirations, because it just lets you know that life is really disgusting. No, you be happy for the person. Like when I was just happy, but I'm like, you know, much people that been grinding on YouTube or grinding on whatever social media platform they've been on, making content for years, barely making some traction, just hoping that a video blows up or something happens, and to where they could, you know what I'm saying, be able to take care of their family and take care of themselves and do what they got to do. And then she just comes along and just spit on that thing and take off to the moon like a rocket. It's genuinely disgusting. It is. It's disheartening.
Like a week ago.
Yes, ma'am.
But her capitalization began to repulse the audience. An entire management team in a week. Wild. The fact that she already has an entire management team is insane. You made a drunk joke, and the next day you have whole management behind you. This world is crazy.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's genuinely disgusting. In the beginning, it was like, all right, cool, it's funny. She probably, the most you would think that would come out of it is if you have a social media, your social media would just blow up. And next thing you know, you got 500,000 followers. You know what I'm saying? That's the most you would think that would come out of it. But you wouldn't think you could be able to capitalize off this and make money and become a influencer off of this shit just from a 10-second clip. It's crazy.
That help her appear at a Zach Bryan concert, while she began to sell merch on a much larger scale.
You already have a deal with Spencer's?
That's awesome.
Like every Spencer's everywhere?
What can I go buy at Spencer's here?
Hat, shirt.
Hats and shirt, yeah.
She'd become friends with Jake Paul, tried to trademark the Huck Tuah phrase, and was suddenly being followed by TMZ.
Toes. They want pictures of my toes.
They want pictures of your toes?
I don't want.
And it's not, and the thing about it too with her, you can't even be mad at her because she didn't do anything wrong. You can't be mad at her. She just said something. She was drunk, whatever. She's not thinking this is gonna be anything. She was just somebody asked you some questions. You said some drunk shit and you kept it pushing. You thinking you going back to your regular life. You're not thinking you finna be famous and TMZ as a news outlet or whatever it is that they do should be ashamed of themselves, because it's on them for giving this shit any light or shining any light upon it or making it bigger than what it needs to be. It's our fault. It's not her fault. It's one thing if the shit go viral, but you're not going to think you're going to be able to make money and sell merch and make hundreds of thousands of dollars off of this shit. That's the fans, the people who buying into this, who buying the shirts and buying the hats. It's their fault that she became the star that she became. It's not her fault that she said something and people resonated with it. It's not her fault. It's the people who resonated with it. The most I got out of it was like, that shit was funny. Ha ha ha. Like the video, keep it pushing. It was never no, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to buy a hat now, or Huck Tuah hat. Like, come on, son. Society is the one that encouraged these people and make them big stars and celebrities and all that. TMZ following you around. Why the fuck is TMZ asking the Huck Tuah girl anything? And the fact that people call her the Huck Tuah girl is insane. Like, that's your name. That's what you'll forever be called, forever be known as the Huck Tuah girl.
Want to sell pictures of my toes?
Even Eminem used the phrase to promote his new album, whilst more than one person got a Huck Tuah tattoo. She passed a...
People getting Huck Tuah tattoo. It's like... No, bro. It's genuinely disgusting work. It's our fault as a society for encouraging this dumb shit. You getting Huck Tuah tattoo, like, you putting that on your skin forever. You're gonna look back, and I hope you do look back 30, 40 years from now and say, what the fuck was I thinking when I did this dumb shit?
million Instagram followers in less than 30 days and was being paid $30,000 just to appear at clubs. However, if you're given success with it...
No, bro. Like I said, the most you would think that would come out of it is that your social media blow up. And you know, you get 1 million followers. You lit. But having that amount of followers on Instagram, though, it generates money. Because now people going to pay you to do certain things. You have 1 million people following you. So it's 1 million people you have access to. That's a wide reach. So now you could sell merch. You could do certain things. So you could make money off of just your social media having 1 million followers. But $30,000 to appear at a party? Oh, my God. That is disgusting. Oh. Jesus Christ. Some people just lucky.
Without first going through hell, you'll find that the hell creates itself later.
He literally got drunk got rich from
Her Instagram comments began to change rapidly. Whilst they once read "she's a national treasure, keep this woman safe," they quickly transformed into "this has to stop. This is pathetic. Isn't this embarrassing?"
You see, and that's how quick people turn on you too. These are the same, well, I don't know if these was the same people who was like protector or whatever the case may be. But you see how the narrative changes that quick. 1 minute is, oh, she's this and she's that, and this is so funny, to this shit gotta stop making clowns famous. Isn't this embarrassing? This is pathetic, disappointing ass world we live in. Yeah. You would think that would be the narrative from the beginning. The fact that there was a positive narrative around the shit, besides, I think people genuinely in the beginning was just like, oh, that was funny, ha ha ha. This girl's so funny. And they thought that would be the end of it. But once they seen, like, wait a minute, this fucking girl has a career now off of this shit, people are going to get upset. Like, what the especially the average motherfucker who going to a 9-to-5, working hard all day, barely could pay their bills, can't afford to go on vacation at a dead-end piece of shit job that you slaving for. Or people who actually in the content space trying to build up their platform or do their thing or trying to get a little bit of traction to where they could get some type of money off this bullshit. And then you see her doing it off of a 10-second drunk video where she capitalized and made a whole career off of it, where she's making hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's fucking disgusting, and people will switch up on you quick.
Disappointing ass world we live in. Making clowns famous part 1,062,000. Suddenly she had actual problems to deal with.
I have to convince my pawpaw not to shoot the paparazzi outside of our house every day because they've been camped out here for like 2 weeks.
Creating paranoia on a day-to-day basis.
It's really strange. I can't really go in public by myself anymore. I'm paranoid of getting kidnapped or something.
Because there was a video of you with 5 security guards. Is that because you're paranoid about that?
Yes. And I'm little too, so I mean, I can't really defend myself.
It seems Haley had realized that fame kinda sucks.
What's the worst part about being famous?
Everybody looking at you when you walk into a room.
You don't like that?
No.
Does that feel unsafe a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Although she continued to take advantage of it. She launched her own fanfics, which is like a safer work OnlyFans, and charged $10 a month to an unknown amount of subscribers. She'd also launched an AI dating app named Pookie Tools, which received amazing reviews such as disgusting. Haley wasn't lying when she answered,
like, what's on the horizon, basically?
I mean, any and everything, I guess.
Essentially doing anything that offered her a paycheck. This was further proven by the Talk Tuah podcast, launched as a vehicle to promote Jake Paul's gambling company. The podcast was so terrible, even Jake Paul himself roasted it.
Why did you decide to start Talk Tuah?
It's just stuff that has never been talked about in modern history. Scientific, historic, revolutionary wisdom. It's just an honor to be pushing humanity forward in that type of way.
However, the Talk Tuah comments were absolutely golden. My phone was at 1% when this was posted. I unplugged my grandma's life support to charge it. This podcast truly changed my life. Currently fighting on the front lines in Ukraine, and everyone has called truce to watch Ep 1 of the Talk Tuah podcast. Amen. I have stayed clean from drugs for over 30 years. Thank you, Talk Tuah, for making me start again. These same trolls have given it an almost perfect IMDb score, calling the podcast a genre-defining masterpiece, yet the show's quality is better summarized by its crazy amount of dislikes. Haley's reputation clearly wasn't great, so when she'd host an episode with Mark Cuban, she probably should have avoided the following touchy subject.
Do you do anything with crypto?
Yeah, I do a lot with crypto, actually. I've got a shit ton of Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Going back to the point of doing anything for money, it seems Haley was paid to shout out cryptocurrency.
So after I saw Michael Saylor speak at the Bitcoin conference, I have decided to start putting some money into crypto, and I just want to say, oh my God, thank you so much, Mr. Saylor.
And was more than willing to make her own token.
If I want a meme coin, can I give you some tokens?
Yeah, I'll give you my wallet.
Okay.
But are you sure you're gonna launch? I don't know. I'm not a big a fan about meme coins.
She'd take to Twitter showing her favorite meme coins, announcing a Huck Tuah token was also coming soon. Well, on the 4th of December...
The fact, because I heard about that about a month or two ago, that she had launched a Bitcoin and it was not what you think it was. But the fact that people bought a Huck Tuah Bitcoin, you can't, I don't feel bad for you. If you lost your whole house and everything you've invested, I genuinely want to know who you are so I can laugh at you. And you deserve everything that happened to you. Because you bought into a hawk to a Bitcoin. You're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot.
December 2024, 176 days after she first went viral, Haley officially launched it.
My Hawk meme coin is live!
Despite calling it the Hawk Tuah meme coin, its website reassured the audience Hawk isn't just a meme coin, it's part of the culture. Haley is using her meme to unite her entire community. However, community notes instantly clarified. 96% of the Hawk coin supply is in 10 connected addresses before the launch, essentially meaning just 10 people controlled the coin's price. When a user suggested the coin was likely a scam, Haley responded by stating fake news, but appreciate you trying to protect the community. However, it didn't take long before tweets started appearing. Lost 85% of an £1,100 investment. I lost 10k.
Why would you? These is grown adults. You deserve to lose. Yeah, I'm glad you lost 10K. What the other person lost, I'm glad these people lost money, because you're a fucking idiot for thinking, I'm going to invest my money in. With all the things out here in the world that I can invest into, I'm going to invest into a Hawk Tuah coin. Genius. You're a fucking idiot.
Hey bro, I got rugged. Just lost 286k on this. Don't trust MetaMask wallet.
286. Are you a The fact that you had $286,000 to invest into that, it disgusts me. Because I'm fucked up in life in terms of finances. I wish I had 286K. And people are just giving it away. You basically just lit that money on fire and burned it.
Haley's co-creator called these people...
How do you even generate or earn that amount of money in the first place to then invest it in some Hawk Tuah coin? So clearly you're not very bright. So how did you lose $236,000? Where did you get that type of money from? You can't be a bright, savvy person to be able to generate $286,000 somehow, but then turn around and invest it in a Hawk Tuah coin. You're a fucking idiot.
Mentally ill.
There's a lot of negativity in the space. I think crypto brings the mentally ill into this thing. If you guys are in crypto, you're most likely mentally ill. It's just a bunch of miserable people trying to farm engagement and hate.
With Haley herself blaming the losses on something they couldn't control.
We got snipe botted today, but we didn't sell a single token. But I just want to say, screw the sniper bots, and I'm not going anywhere.
CoffeeZilla joined and called the project.
This is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
Questioning how much money each founder made.
Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
The creator.
Which is who?
That belongs to the project.
Who's the project? Who is the project?
Haley Welch, right?
This is the worst tokenomics I've ever seen, and it...
I did see this too, CoffeeZilla. He don't play that shit. If you're doing any type of scamming out here, this motherfucker's coming for you.
Is a scam.
It's not a scam.
The tokenomics are a scam. You can say whatever you want about it. You can cry defamation. That's my opinion. It's a scam.
As the pressure mounted, Haley disappeared.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick, but anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Only brought back by a class action lawsuit launched by a dozen plaintiffs who claim to have collectively lost more than $150,000. To Haley's credit, she took responsibility, stating if you've experienced losses related to this, please contact Berwick Law. Furthermore, it seems she had no idea exactly what she was getting into, although it's still her fault if she put her name on it. Her Instagram hasn't helped either. The only post Haley's made since pulling the scam is a video of her taking a lavish holiday. Makes you wonder if this trip was funded by the meme coin proceeds. Enjoy your time before getting shipped off.
That's fucked up. Poor, I actually genuinely feel bad for her because she didn't want all of this shit. You think she knew anything about coins or Bitcoin or any, especially running or owning a fucking Bitcoin or whatever? Not a Bitcoin, well, meme coin, whatever the fuck you call it. She doesn't know anything about that. Now she finna possibly go to jail because she put her name on some shit that was a scam, and now everybody's gonna blame you for the shit. It's fucked up. But that's the price we pay. And we get into the lions then. But that's the end of the video. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll be back to y'all with another one.